Hello, I'm Bob Lancer, and the purpose of this show is to lead you into the life you truly want to be living. It is also about helping you to better understand and relate with others, especially the children in your life, in support of their great potential. So this show is for anyone who wants to live with more peace and purpose and positive power to soar into the fulfillment of our greatest promise. I would like to talk to you about a phenomenal power that is always available to you. It is the power of absolute determination. You are either determined or you are defeated. You are never defeated by your circumstances. You are defeated only by your faltering determination. When you are focused on what you are determined to accomplish, there is absolutely no thought of disappointing possibilities. There's also no thought of a disappointing past. Your past is like a weight that you carry around with you, which burdens you and drags you down, and which you really don't need. When you carry the past with you, you are carrying with you the idea of how much time you have spent trying to achieve a particular goal, trying to create a particular outcome in your life, trying to create the circumstances that you desire. No matter how much you have tried in the past, no matter how much time you have spent working on achieving a particular outcome, let it go. Focus on your determination now. Holding on to the idea of how much time you have already spent struggling or trying to achieve what you're after only slows you down. It only weighs you down. It turns life into a burden that becomes increasingly depressing. If you're feeling depressed, discouraged, defeated, or stuck right now, it's not your circumstances that are responsible. It is your attitude toward those circumstances. It is, more specifically, that you are holding on to your ideas of what you have been through instead of simply letting the past go and starting fresh right now, identifying what it is you are determined to accomplish. Now, certainly, if you have been attempting to achieve a particular goal and you find after a period of time that you're seemingly further from your goal than when you started out, it's a good time to reevaluate your options, to consider if perhaps there is a more direct, more efficient route to achieving what you want. But what you don't need is the burdensome weight of what you've been through. It's amazing how an idea is really weightless, right? You can't put it on a scale. An idea has no weight to it. And yet, you can so weigh yourself down with an idea, with a thought about what you've been through, that you feel crushed and all of your motivation to continue is sucked away, is lost. So the question is, are you determined or are you defeated? Defeat is a way of looking at your life. It's a way of imagining your life. You can't experience defeat without holding on to a concept of defeat. You have to be looking at a scene in your head that portrays you as a defeated person, that portrays your efforts as a failure, that pictures you and your goals being separate. Determination is what unites you with your goals. Now, you need to know what it is you want to accomplish. Simply think about that. Think about your life as you want it to be. Think about the changes that you want to see. As you view and review the outcomes that you would like, the conditions that you would like in your life, they become more and more clear to you. But your goals, like your life, have to be balanced and integrated. And what that means is that you don't just want to achieve, for example, a higher income. You want to achieve a higher income in the context of a balanced life, doing what you find fulfilling, leading a life that you regard as true integrity for you, that you're being true to yourself, that you're living in your inspiration, that you're able to love and enjoy each moment, that you're leading a healthy life. It's not just one thing. You don't just want your children to do what you say. You want your children to be happy, to be healthy, to be intelligent, to respect themselves, to treat people with care and consideration. Your goals need to be connected to your deepest sense of who you are and what you want in life. Now, you can't be thinking about what you don't want and thinking about what you do want simultaneously. It's impossible. You can only think one thought at a time. When you're thinking about what you want to accomplish, you're literally drawing your creative energy out of what you don't want. When you're thinking about what you fear, when you're concerned about disappointing possibilities, when you expect failure or defeat, you're actually feeding those negative conditions with your energy, and that becomes habitual. And as long as your energy is flowing into creating the conditions that you don't want in your life, you're actually living in a state of conflict. You're working against yourself. You are creating your own opposition, whereas when you are focusing on what you want, you're actually creating your own opportunity. One of the most important disciplines is the discipline of being aware of what you are thinking about, so that you can recognize when you're thinking about what you really don't want to bring about, you can then redirect your thought to think about what you do want to bring about. Another absolutely essential discipline for mastering the direction of your own destiny is the practice of being aware of how you feel. Determination is a feeling. What are you determined to bring about in your life? What is your intention? What is your commitment? What are you committed to bringing about in your life? Commitment is a feeling that's connected to an idea, and with practice, you can develop the strength to remain in a state of focused commitment, which keeps your energy moving in the direction of what you intend to create. But in your awareness of your feelings, it's also important to recognize when you're feeling a sense of push, of rush, of insecurity or anxiety or frustration. Because to the degree that you are experiencing any sense of insecurity or conflict, you're actually losing energy. Your energy is going into your conflict. You're strengthening the opposition that you're fighting against. Whatever you fight against, you empower. You are giving it your energy. You are giving it your power. To access the full power of determination to direct your life, practice the art of focused relaxation. You are aware of where you want to go in life, but you are also free of resistance to whatever is happening now. You're not in conflict with time. And when you find feelings of anxiety or insecurity, before you try to push to change your circumstances, free yourself from that inner condition. We tend to operate from a state of confusion when it comes to feelings of anxiety and insecurity. We believe that we need to change our circumstances in order to be safe enough so that our anxiety and insecurity will no longer be present. But that's not how it works. To the extent that you're experiencing insecurity, anxiety, and frustration, to that extent, you are actually focusing on what you don't want to create. You are actually empowering what you're trying to avoid. So there's no point in trying to create what you want while you're feeling insecure. Now, this is challenging. This can be very difficult to do because when we feel insecure, We want to take action. We feel like we need to do something. We believe we have to make a change so we don't feel this way anymore. But the more you struggle in a mode of frustration and anxiety and insecurity, the more stuck you feel. You can try, if you want to continue to change your life while you're experiencing insecurity and anxiety, and hope that you'll get to a point where you have achieved goals, let's say a great relationship or a great career or a great amount of money or a new state of your health. And then there will be no more insecurity, but you'll find that never happens. Because no matter what you achieve in life, chaos and darkness are always with us. There's nothing you can do to preserve a moment of success. Within seconds, success turns into failure. You realize how much more there is to be done. You recognize how vulnerable you are, how easy it is to lose what you have, how much of what is going on is actually beyond your control. No matter how much money you make, no matter who your friends are, no matter what relationship you get into, no matter where you live, no matter what church you pray at, or even if you decide to not pray at a church, you are vulnerable, always. And the more insecure you are, the more you draw to you the very conditions that you're afraid of. Insecurity in and of itself can kill you. The stress in and of itself is unhealthy. And in an extreme, it can give you a heart attack or a stroke. And to whatever degree you have a health problem, insecurity, anxiety, and stress will make it worse. They weaken you. They don't strengthen you. Anxiety, insecurity, frustration, they can give you a jolt of energy that you can use for a momentary push to make a breakthrough, to make a run for it. But you can't live your life in a sprint. Your life is a marathon, or it's going to be a very short life with very slight accomplishments. Or if you do accomplish a great amount in a very short amount of time, you won't be able to enjoy it because you'll be so sick. So to the degree that you're feeling insecure, it has nothing to do with your circumstances. It has to do with your feelings about your circumstances, and you can free yourself from those feelings, which frees your energy to go into constructive action that will help you achieve what you want. The question to ask yourself is, what do you want? And then move into the determination to do what you can to achieve it. Action is only one expression of your creative power to direct your destiny. You have to align the power of your thinking, the power of your emotion, the power of your speech, and the power of your action with what it is that you want to accomplish. Observe your thinking to see, is this thinking helping me to achieve my goal or not? Now, the thinking that is most beneficial is the thinking that is connected to the power of determination in the present moment. That means starting fresh, right now, without a thought burdening you with the idea of how long you've been trying to achieve this. You can't be tired of working on a goal unless you're holding on to the idea of how much work you have done. When you let go of those past efforts, you're no longer tired. You're starting fresh right now to direct your life. And as long as you're connected to your determination to achieve a goal, there can be no thought of defeat. There can be no thought of a possibility of failure, because you're filling your mind with what it is you intend to accomplish. The power of your determination is magnetic. It will attract to you the determination of other people to help you to achieve your goals. Those who are in alignment with what you want to accomplish will naturally be attracted to you to help you to accomplish it in line with their own interests. Determination determines your destiny. Your future is determined by your level of determination. So you want your determination to be as consistent as possible. When you feel tempted to worry about what's going to happen to you, decide on what you want to happen to you. Determine to bring that about by concentrating on your intention to make that happen. that is what will happen. But if you're entertaining notions that it won't happen, if you're worrying about it not happening, you're not living in the state of determination. You're not liberating yourself from fear. You're not liberating yourself to faith. Living in determination is an expression of faith that what you want can indeed happen. But you have to stop entertaining the notions of what can prevent it from happening. That's the power of determination. And that's what it's going to take to direct your life into the miraculous goals and accomplishments that your heart most deeply desires. Human beings have a need to continue moving forward in line with their deepest passion and purpose. Otherwise, we begin to grow increasingly depressed. Depression means that you are not determined right now. Even if all you are is determined to overcome your depression, to the degree that you are determined, you are not depressed. To that degree, you are enthused and inspired, even if it doesn't feel like a lot of enthusiasm and inspiration. To the degree that you are determined to accomplish a goal, to that degree, at that level, depression can't really touch you. So one of the solutions to depression and discouragement and feelings of defeat and disappointment is to simply identify what is it that I'm determined to make happen in my life. You can't be telling yourself that it's not possible and at the same time be in a state of determination to achieve your goal. The state of determination frees your mind from worry. It turns you into a kind of a beam of intention and action that is incorruptible and unstoppable. And the power of determination is available to you right now. You don't have to use the failures of the past to justify no longer trying to achieve what you desire. Living in a state of determination protects you from failure, defeat, and disappointment. It keeps you on a path of accomplishment. Of course, you wish at times that you had already arrived at what you're determined to accomplish, because you imagine that arriving there will somehow free you from having to determine your future anymore. But it won't. You might imagine other people achieving already the goals that you are determined to achieve. You might put yourself down because you believe you should have already achieved these things in your life. Other people your age have gone so much farther, or people who are younger than you have achieved goals that you're still trying to accomplish. But all of that is nothing but a head game, the head game of defeat. Instead of imagining yourself behind someone else in the goal achievement process, concentrate on your determination to achieve what you want in a fulfilling, healthy, balanced way. Instead of imagining someone else with what you want and yourself without it, simply concentrate on your determination to achieve what you are after. The more you practice paying attention to your mind, the more you'll notice how often it drifts into negative territory. And the great thing about noticing what your mind is up to is that you can bring it back to a positive focus. The practice of positive thinking is helpful, but it's nothing if you're not also practicing conscious thinking. That is, being aware of what you're speaking and thinking about in the present moment. As soon as you drop the thought of the disappointing outcome, you can focus on your determination to create the outcome that you want. And now you're experiencing success because you're on the successful track. You can be worried about the difficulties. You can be worried about the distractions. You can be worried about what people expect of you. You can be worried about what people are going to think of you. But you can't do any of that while you're focused on your determination to achieve your goal. And what happens is, living in that state of determination repels all thoughts that would interfere with your progress. It empowers you to make decisions and choices every step of the way that are aligned with your intention, and frees you from the fear of what other people might think of not accomplishing what you want. when you're in the energy, in the power, in the mindset, in the attitude, in the spirit of pure determination to achieve your goal. You're only looking for what you can do to make it happen, including when you need to let go, to let it happen. You need to become a completely determined individual in order to achieve your deepest heart's desire. That may sound like a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fulfillment, because that's the work that you're meant to do. That's the work that expresses your greatest potential, fulfills your greatest purpose in life. The power of determination doesn't consider the disappointing possibilities. You're either determined or defeated. Defeat has nothing to do with your circumstances. You cannot experience defeat as long as you are determined to achieve what you want, the outcome that you desire. You may imagine that other people have it easier than you and achieve their goals easier, that it doesn't take them as much determination, as much effort as it takes you, or as it seems to take you. But that idea, that thought, simply causes you to feel inadequate. It lowers your self-respect. It dampens your spirit. It discourages you. The point is, if it's not working, don't do it. If you need to access an infinite power of determination, an endless power of determination to accomplish your goals, so be it. And every time you pick yourself up after getting knocked down, every time you start again after getting let down, you strengthen your power of determination. Every defeat you go through, every delay, every disappointment is an opportunity to strengthen your determination to achieve what you want until your will becomes indomitable, until you become unstoppable. There is no problem greater than the power of determination to solve it. Determination is your root power. It will drive you to develop the talents you need to succeed. It will drive you to find the solutions. The power of determination will lead you to victory. The power of determination will keep you functioning with integrity when others would slide into the temptation to take shortcuts and low roads. The power of determination will make you fearless. It will bring such fortitude inside of you that whatever your circumstances, you will have the will, and the will give you the wherewithal to go where you want to go. Power of determination is the power you need to manifest the most glorious life on earth, and it's available to you now. And the more you use it, the stronger it gets. Abandon disappointment and defeat. Live with determination. And that's all the time we have for today's broadcast of Bob Lancer's Answers. To order a recording of today's show or of previous shows, and for more information about my work, check out my website at boblancer.com. That's BOBLANCER.com. And please send anyone you know who can use some enlightenment and upliftment to boblancer.com. Until we meet again, may your life be blessed with peace and love and the light of wise solutions that really work.